All right, welcome back to Bayou Time. And joining us now is Pastor Duane Bland with Thibodeau Family Church. And he is donning his baseball hat and everything because the night to shine is coming up. And you are raring to go. I saw you came in with a lot of goodies. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But the night to shine, I remember you telling me about this a few years ago. It's been such a great success. It's been inspirational to a lot of people. A lot of people know about it now. It's changing a little bit because of COVID and other things. One day it'll be back to normal, but tell me about it. It's coming up, isn't it?
It is. This coming Friday is actually the festivity, the night to shine, and we're looking forward to it. It's different the last 2 years because we're under this mandate by the Tim Tebow Foundation to have to go virtual. We spent a lot of time with them trying to figure out if we could have some type of gathering together, and I think they were trying to mull through it, but because it's a global night of celebration, they can't give one permission to do it and not the others. So we're stuck with a virtual event, and it's getting close, and we're ready to go.
You know, we were over there for your last meeting, and so many people have been involved. And I could hear it when we're talking to people, the amount of passion that they have for what's going on. And I say this in all honesty, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, I didn't realize it was going to be so much of an emotional thing that when you see it go down and when the church was packed and the confetti was flying and these young adults were just having the time of their life, man, if it don't hit you right here, something's wrong.
Yeah, I know for a fact what has impacted all of us is to recognize the impact that night has on them. It does have an impact on the participants, those of us who are volunteering to make this evening happen. We were all there. It's a beautiful evening. But I think what thrills the heart more is to know how excited they are about this night, even if it's virtual. They can't wait for it. And so the other day I had a phone call from the city of Thibodeau. One of the directors there was asking about the upcoming Night to Shine. He says, well, Duane, what's different? He says, I didn't get a phone call from you this year. And we explained to him what we were dealing with. He says, the reason I know or was I reminded is because we work one of the special needs members, and their enthusiasm, they were so excited about the upcoming event that I had to reach out to you. I had to know what was going on. So it really does, it touches the heart because you realize it really does make a really good impact on people.
Let me ask you this because, and I say this in all sincerity, and this probably deals with a lot of pastors, priests, preachers. I guess at times, y'all are human too. You can get up there and you need a little shot in the arm when you're running a church too, and y'all are human like everybody else. This provided a shot in the arm for you. I saw it energize you, especially that night. And since then, you're very passionate about this. When COVID came up and everything else came up, and Hurricane Ida, anyone could have just said, no, we're not doing it. You drove right past that. So the passion it put in you was pretty incredible.
We were pretty close a couple times to just saying we didn't want to do it because we wanted the in-person.
But you did.
Yes, we pressed through it because we wanted the in-person gathering. But if you're going to be a team player, you've got to follow the rules. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want to lose it because of some silly rule that I may break. Mm-hmm. So, you have to sign the contract. Got to put your name on the contract. You have to pay for your insurance. You got to do it all. Still got to do it all. Mm-hmm. But I think the biggest shot of adrenaline that happened was to really understand the impact that one night made on a whole community. It really did. Mm-hmm. We were just unaware of the impact that it would have on us, but also on the special needs community. You had some history with it. You understood, I guess, the life of it. That's why you jumped in it with both feet to support the event. That's why you've been and you still are a great sponsor to the Night to Shine. So thank you, because you're just as involved in this as anyone else. Well, actually, in many ways, more than anyone else. And so I just think that the adrenaline shot that took place was based upon the simple truth. If you're in ministry, you want to touch people. You want to love on people, and you want them to know how good God really is. He's absolutely good. That evening gives us that opportunity to do that.
And I know you have some goodies. We're going to come back after the break, and like I said, it's different. But you have to adapt to
Yes.
certain situations, and sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do through COVID, and we think we're over the Delta variant, and then we get another variant, and you sort of have to work through all this. And you're right, you do have to follow the rules, or else you could lose the ability to bring it back the next year. But I know that everybody that went to this function and continues to benefit from this is the joy. I guess joy is the word we could use, and they look forward to. So I know you didn't pick that style of hat. Who picked that? Kayla or your wife? Who picked it?
I haven't picked clothes for myself since I got married, so it is not I.
Right, there you go. And I guess that leads me to my point. You've learned how to delegate. You're the leader. You're the one that gets up there. You're the front person. But I've watched you through this process delegate, and your daughter Kayla has really blossomed into this. I was teasing her the other day. I remember the first interview I did with her, and gosh, she was so shy and she was so unassuming. And I remember the other day, she goes, "There's no way I could fill 7 minutes, Mr. Martin." And she got up there, and 7 minutes was gone, and we were going to break, and she did it so easily. So it's almost like the delegation enables others to really step up.
It really does. In any course of life, you're familiar with it as a business owner and as a pastor. The whole goal is to spread the wealth. It's to help everyone. It's not just the young people, but even those that are my age who have never done certain things to step up and to realize I actually can do these things. So it's been a great joy to watch all of my girls grow up, find their place in life, and then really figure out that the kingdom of God does work. That, everything we've taught them about how good the Lord is, He really is. And then to watch them grow into their life. And Kayla's a great example, just loves to be in the background, but it seems like her life is calling for her to step out more and more. And the more she does, the presence of the Lord goes with her, and she does an excellent job. And so she's really been the tip of the spear, so to speak, of getting this thing started. And we take great delight in having her run it and oversee it. And even today, as I'm here with you, our team is back at church, stuffing bags, getting things ready so that when our runners are going to come to go deliver these bags, we're going to be prepared to hand them out.
Yeah, we're going to be filming that on Thursday and Friday, both events, and you brought one of the bags with you, and not to ask you to take every item out, but it looks like it's overflowing. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Well, it is. If you look at the bag, this is the Night to Shine bag. It's a new color this year, and for every participant, whether if they're female, they get the crown, they get the little tiara.
Right.
If they are the male, then they get. Excuse me, we're loaded here. My goodness.
It's packed.
So they're gonna have a nice gift. So this is the male. They're crowned. They're kings and queens. We've had Thibodaux PD join in, and the city of Thibodaux. The boys get their boutonniere, and little girls get the corsage. So you can see different items. We got the city of Thibodaux. They love socks, so we get them new socks. We have notepads. We have the little blowers for them. We have a Night to Shine cup filled with cookies and little treats. And so here's another pair of socks. They got coloring books, hand clappers. They get to imitate Martin False on air.
Man,
they get to
check
do their
that
own
out.
interviews.
That's cool.
So we have just fuzzy bears, eyeglasses. Excuse me. We've had Christine Russell, our DA, donate these. We have pencils. We have candy. We have squish balls. We have beads. I mean,
Oh, that's
they are
unbelievable.
loaded. So,
So
Thibodeau,
you got
Thibodeau
the-
PD's also
yeah.
made them
Well,
honorary.
you got Chief Bronzer Rank,
Yeah.
you got the DA Christine Russell, you got the Mayor Tommy SJ,
Yes.
you got, it's really, and it's branched off into, I know the people in Homa love it, so it's really become a regional thing. It's based in Thibodeau, no doubt about it, but it's regional now. The
It
tentacles
really
are
is.
going out.
Well, you know, some of the product that's in here is a donation from Word of Life Church in Patterson. And many years ago, when we were just young pastors in Chauvin, Lee and Nell Lamry, who pastored that church, took us underneath their wings and loved on Rachel and I and helped us in our early days. Pastor Lee has gone home to be with the Lord, but Miss Nell still is with us. So they donated a ton of stuff. And then she brought all the little fun stuff for the kids. So Miss Nell has stepped up big, and it's a regional event. And you know, we probably could have got a lot more stuff. We had Chick-fil-A donate some stuff. We have our sponsor sheets in here. We have our little love letter. Every participant gets a love letter from the Night to Shine crew. So they're really going to have a good evening.
And we have about 90 seconds left, but once again, you know, I keep saying it's a bridge. It's a bridge when you get to a hurdle and you're going, man, can I keep going? There's a bridge that's built to get you, and it might not have the same pathway that you had a couple of years before, but at least it keeps the dream alive. So it gives you hope that one day we could do it the way we did it with the confetti and all, but they seem to have a good time with the virtual.
They are. I think that everything that we hear from the special needs community is they love to dress up. They love to dance. And the Tim Tebow Foundation gives them that opportunity. So they're dressing up. They're going to get to dance that evening at home. And then they get all of these things to celebrate with. They're going to have a great night. And we really are honored to have our sponsors, the people who come alongside. Listen, we just couldn't do it by ourselves. So we're so grateful. We do want to express one more time before Martin says something. HTV has a huge part to play in this, and we want to say thank you.
Well, thank you, but we receive as much as giving. That's the
Yes.
thing that it does to us. So once again, Pastor Duane Bland here on Bayou Time, touting it, and trust me, we're a sponsor, but if you want to become a sponsor, get with Pastor Duane Bland, and you'll feel the joy that we all feel. We'll be back.